hello.
You're in for a treat. Something I want to talk about. Also have something to complain.
What is going on?
Can I do anything for anyone? You could be approved for $39 perks.
Oh, that was that. I was like, what is happening here? I was like, what is going on? What's happening? What is happening? Oh, Lord. What's going on? What's going on? Something is going on. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? I had a glitch. I had a glitch. It's like, what is that noise? Hello, 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 hello. Haven't been live in a while. Let me get my notes. Ooh, do. Hello. Yes, Jess. Thank you, thank you. You can hear my twang, my twang, my twang. Yes. All right, Wendy. Hey, Wendy. No, that's Yolanda. I thought it was Wendy. Hey, Yolanda. Come on in. Come on in. Let's get to talking. Let's get to talking. Love after lockup. Recap chat. Re. Yes. Hello, hello. Let me get starting a little late tonight. I was going to wait to put it up tomorrow, but I said, nah, I'm just going to do it tonight. Why not? Why not? And you're not in here, you can catch the replay. Do I have any mods in here? Janae or, let's see. Janae and Trina. Janae and Trina are not in here. They may be busy, y'all. They may be having something to do. That's okay. Y'all keep an eye out on the trolls. Because y'all know I'm going to be looking at the chat and, honey, I get to talking and it's all from there. It's all done. So hopefully no trolls will come in. All right, let's get it popping. Let's do roll call. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Miss K. Davis. Hey, Jess. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Dendra. Hey, Kilolo. Hey, Luna. Hey, Felonious. Kimberly. Hey, Desiree. Hey, Atheist. Miss K. Davis, you said voicemail. I co-sign it. How dare he interrupt you while I'm trying to do a recap? Send him the voicemail and tell him I said send him. And if he calls you back again, block. Atheist Queen, I want to thank you for sending me a not a super chat. What did you send me? What is that you sent me? You sent me a cash app. Atheist Queen done sent me a cash app. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, y'all, I do not put my cash app up. I don't even know how Atheist Queen found it. She must have looked at an old video. I do not put my Cash App up. I do not do that. If y'all want to bless me, you can bless me. I just don't bother putting up my Cash App, child. But thank you, darling. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's it. Now that's it. That's it. I see how you done snuck in here. I see that you done snuck in here in the set. Now let me give you some ground rule. Don't be coming up in here cutting them. Now, I don't have my mods up in here. And I already know some of y'all gonna end up in the corner. Now, said, don't you get up in here cutting a shot. Because I know you are. Hey, Tracy, trying to slide on it like you sleep. The set was like, I don't see Trina or Janae. Let me go on up in here and cut up. Eee. Hey, Duck. They sure are. They sure are, Duck. All right, let's get started. Now, before I get started, I'm just going to let y'all know. I'm going to let you know real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Okay? Let me just go ahead. Hold on. Okay? I'm just going to let you know right off back. Right off back. If you are a fan of Dia, exit stage left. Let me repeat myself. If you are a fan of Dia, exit stage left. Because when I tell you I'm about to rip her to shreds, when I tell you I'm about to rip this heifer to shreds, so I'm going to give you time to go ahead and exit if you are a fan of Dia. Because again, when I tell you I'm about to read her down to the floor, go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. 2.3 seconds. Dear fans, go ahead and exit. Because I'm not about to be nice. Dun 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 dun. Hey T Brady. Dun. Hey Yuli. Dun dun dun. Hey Megan. Now Sastas. Y'all know I get things misconstrued. Now y'all know this. So I'm going to ask y'all. Now I know Cyrus, the toothless wonder, was not on my good television. Not on my television. Not on my good TV. This one right here. I know this was not on my TV. On the passenger side of said vehicle, fresh out of prison, boneless brain. And when these children said, when we gonna see grandma? When we gonna see grandma? You gonna see grandma? This toothless, boneless brain son of a bitch did not come out of his mouth and say, you're not gonna see her in a while. I know not, right? I know he did. I know he didn't say you're not gonna see Nana in a while. I know Toothless Wonder did not say that. Let me say this. You slew-footed, toothless, boneless, braids bastard. You got your nerve. You got your nerve. How dare you open up your mouth to say anything? And then you got the audacity to tell her mother to kick rocks. Bastard, when it looks like you chew 'em. Sas, because I know he didn't. You come talking about chew rocks when it kick rocks when it looks like you chew rocks. And this whole episode done pissed me off. Now let's talk about the double mint dummies. So we have Dia and we have the toothless one, the Cyrus, and they're having a New Year's Eve party. Okay, and everybody's there, everybody has a good time. And then we had that little girl all up in Cyrus's mouth. I was like, girl, if you don't get away from his raggedy mouth and you breathing them funky fumes, she gonna end up being a dentist. That's what she thought. She was like, ooh, Lord, my teeth ain't gonna never be like that. Cyrus confirmed that his tooth got knocked out, along with several others. Had that girl all up in his mouth. Nasty. So we have Dia's mom. Bless her heart. The whole episode, Dia's mom is crying. She's crying and she is like so upset because she saw Cyrus and said he ain't no count. She clocked him the minute he darkened that doorway. She said, Lord, my daughter done brought another stray home. My daughter just can't get it right. See, that's why she's crying. Because she knows Dia's history of having no good man. Jaden, a no good man. Probably the one before Jaden, a no good man. Probably the one before that, before that, before that. See, it's a cycle. And Dia's mama know that she done brought in another stray. No good man. She clocked him. So she's upset. One, her daughter is going to get hurt again on point. We already know what's going to happen. I'll show them receipts in a minute. The mama know that this no good man is going to be around her grandkids and know that the grandkids are going to get hurt. Clock. We know that happened. And then here is Cyrus drinking. Now, Cyrus was outside talking to his mom. His mama upset. Okay, his mama is like, I hope he does well. I'm sure she is tired of seeing her son in and out of jail, in and out of prison. So she wants him to do better. Well, we already know what's going to happen. She's probably in tears too. So she gonna hand him a ring, somebody's ring, her ring, grandma's ring. I don't know who ring it is. Cyrus came out his mouth and said, oh, that's nice, but I'm not ready to marry her. Oof. Imagine Cyrus, fresh out of prison, no job, no security, no money, no teeth. Okay, boneless braids, cross-eyed, got the gall to say, I'm not ready to marry her, Dia. Dia, Dia. He saying he ain't ready to marry you. But he all up in them kids' face. I'm gonna get to you in a minute, bitch. So they all up in the kitchen, everybody having fun, everybody drinking. So Dia's mama said, listen, you don't need to be drinking, okay? How many drinks you done had? And he was like, I promise, I'm good. I'm good. And then here his mama is. It's okay. Drinking was never his issue. You're right. We know what his issue is. Substances. The powder. It don't matter if drinking was or was not his issue, Mama Cyrus. The issue is he's fresh out of prison, he's around children, he's on probation, he shouldn't be drinking. How about that? And the mama, Dia's mama had legitimate concerns based on Dia's history of dating. No good news. So the mama brings up Jaden. How Jaden wasn't no count, how Jaden was on the substances. And so Cyrus is like, it's really pissing me off that she is comparing me to Jaden. I'm nothing like Jaden. Then he come talking about, ain't no Matty. Ain't no Matty. Oh, really? Me, cut. So he's getting agitated by Dia's mom. So he's drinking. He had 2 shots. So it's time to go see fireworks. Now the plan was for everybody to go together, everybody get to see the fireworks. But somehow Dia and Cyrus, they lollygagged and they were left behind or they was moving slow. And the rest of the family went ahead and they got to see the fireworks. So the mama, Dia's mama's upset. And she was like, where are they at? Well, Cyrus and Dia was in traffic. They missed the whole fireworks, but her kids did get to see it. So Dia's mama was like, let me talk to y'all too. Come here. Let me talk to you. We supposed to have went as a family. All of us needed to see the fireworks. What is wrong with y'all? And so here's Dia, mama. We got caught up in traffic. You see all these people? You see the traffic, don't you? And so she said, no, you should have left on time. You should have left. We all needed together as a family to see the fireworks. Your kids wanted to see the fireworks with you. And so here is Dia. Mama, please, just stop, okay? It's nothing we can do now. It doesn't happen. They saw the fireworks. What do you want me to do? And so the mama said, I want you to listen to what I'm saying. That's what I want you to do. You're not listening to me. Okay, this was important to your children, and y'all just lollygagging around, and then the fireworks is being missed. So here is Dia, the mama going back and forth, and then here's the toothless one. I'm just here trying to enjoy, I'm not listening to anything that, she's saying, I'm just here trying to enjoy it. I really don't, care about what she got to say. I'm just here. So the mama don't walked up. So the mama clocked what the toothless one, the Cyrus was saying. And so the mama said, what did you say? What'd you say? I know. What did you say? And he was like, did you say you didn't care about what I had to say? And he was like, nah, I was just saying I was just here chilling, I was just here enjoying things. And then Dia. Dia, because her mama been crying this whole time, because her mama is trying to tell her that he ain't no count. Her mama is trying to tell her that she don't need to be with him. Dia says, oh, mama's just blowing things out of proportion. She's just upset. Blah, blah, blah. Dia came out of her mouth and said that if she had a choice between Cyrus or her mother, she would pick Cyrus. You raggedy bitch. I said it. You're a goofy bitch. You're goofy. What do you mean you will pick Cyrus over your mother? You don't even know that man. You don't even know. But you're gonna pick Cyrus over her, your mom. And you thought that was okay to even say. Your mama should have busted you right dead in your jaw when he was mouthing off to her. You standing there arm in arm with that flea bag, talking about, Mom, you just felt $30 we here. What are you supposed to do? She should have backhanded you. You raggedy cow. And let me tell you why I'm upset, bitch. It's because I know as well as y'all know as well as she knows. When you out here running around after a man who's keeping them kids, his mama ain't. It's your mama. And you let him talk to her any old kind of way. He know what he said. And where was that sister at, Miss Federal? That sister should have body slammed him. He got his nerve, and then he gonna get in that car running his mouth. And then here is Dia. I don't know why she's in the mood. She's in the mood. She's in a terrible mood. I don't know why she's talking like that. She needs to calm down, blah, blah, blah. And then here is Cyrus talking about, I hate it. I hated it. The way she's talking to me. And then him, D ain't saying nothing. Then got a nerve to say you're not going to see your grandma for a while. How, Dia? How low self-esteem and self-respect do you have that you're gonna let that man sit there in the passenger seat, ain't got shit, talk about your mama like that in front of your kids? A man who can't even bite into an apple. You raggedy cat. Can't stand these bitches like this, picking a man over their own mama. And her mama had every right to be upset. Now let's talk about the receipts, Dia. You want to know why your mama was right? Oh, okay. Let's see, Sastas. Let's see why her mama was right. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can find it. That ain't it. That's Raggedy J. Hold on. Where's the sarcasm? Maybe I got rid of it. Did I get rid of it? Shoot, I must have got rid of it. Let me just recollect y'all's memory. According to sarcasm, they said that Cyrus is back in jail. Okay? He done got arrested for having pews, all right, and substances. And allegedly, his girlfriend, whose name they did not put down, Allegedly, it was Dia because the address matched Dia's address. And allegedly, Dia took the pew pews out of the storage unit and took them into the house. Who said it? Cyrus said it. But what did this raggedy cow say, y'all? There's nothing more important than my kids. Nothing more important than my kids. I think about my kids, my kids, my kids. Meanwhile, you got a felon up in your house who had pew-pews up in the house and substances, allegedly. But you worried about your kids. Girl, sigh. He in jail. Your mama was right. He's in jail. After he made that statement about, oh, well, you're not going to see your grandma for a while. Did you need her for a babysitter for anything, dear? I bet you did. I bet you did. Talking about kick rocks. Go to hell. That's what you did. Now, I could have seen if if Dia's mama was out of line. If she was out of line about everything, I would have been like, now you just doing too much, child. You are doing entirely too much. You blowing things. She was not wrong. Oh, nothing. And for you to sit there and let this boy, let me tell you something, he's 24 years old. You're 30 what? One, two, three, four. And you're gonna let him kick rocks. You're not gonna see your nana for a while. Who is he? Ain't paid not one bill. Ain't got a job, can't spell it, can't smell it. And then he gonna talk about he's dictating when your kids gonna see their grandmother. Girl, go to hell with him. And again, he in jail. So she was right. Hey, Janae. 35. Thank you. Honey, always put them on. If y'all want to know what a bird is, y'all know what's popular to say now is bird. She a bird. She a bird. That's Dia. Dia a bird. Bird Brian. He's not even, come on, Janae. He can't even keep his eyes open. I don't know, Jess. This is all alleged. This is all alleged. We don't know if Dia was the girlfriend. We don't know that. He just said girlfriend. But Starcasm said that the address had matched up to Dia's. So, okay, thank you, Janae. Her mama picking up the pieces. She can kick rocks. Tracy, and she has every right to. She has every right to. Drinking is not one of his problems. Drinking is not one of girl bye. Lolo, am I lying? He can't. He can't. You think I'm gonna have a man talk to my mama or about my mama like that? and he can't bite it. A fruit? And if I was the sister, and there was a little bit of attitude, oh man, laid out. I would have laid out Toothless Wonder and my sister. You better watch who you talking to. But she Miss Federal, so honey, you too busy worried about him to clean the house. Hey Tina, that's a shame. Hey ma'am, okay. What about when her mom asked, "What about the kids?" And Dia said, "It isn't about the kids, it's about Cyrus." My kids, my kids, my kids, my kids. She too busy worried about that man instead of worried about her children. And them kids was excited. They was excited to see Cyrus. You know, got Cyrus picking them kids up, holding them kids. And now look, the kids are hurt. Because again, here's somebody that's supposed to have been daddy. Y'all rather pick these sorry ass no good men over your children. You break your children's heart, you break your family's heart. Absolutely ridiculous. Go somewhere again. Damn, I don't want to see her ever again. After this season, I don't ever want to see her back on my screen again. Hey, Betty. Megan, please stop making sense. I mean, sisters, I'm gonna need for y'all to stop making sense. Megan says she's picking that fool that does not even want to marry her. Boom, boom, boom. Let's move on. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe, chat. And don't forget to hit the like. It helps. You know, sometimes, I get to running off at the mouth. And when I first met Felicia's family, I was like, I like them. They're different. They seem like they were a little bit outgoing. They brought a little voo 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 to the show. I'm gonna need if y'all just tell me just to. Sometimes I just run off at the mouth before I let things marinate. I'm sorry. I run off at the mouth and then I don't let it marinate. And then I got egg on my face. Y'all, this episode, when I tell you Felicia, the cousin, and her friends got on my nerves so bad. They got on my nerves so bad. Like, I couldn't even watch. Why are y'all up in them people's establishment? Running all the way up. Loud, cussing, fussing. Did y'all see the other people? The other people was like, now I know there's cameras here, but why they acting like it's just embarrassing. Nobody acts like that. It was all for show. It was all for cameras. Nobody acts like that. Nobody acts like that. It was Front Street fake, fake, and it was stupid. Now, as we know, Rich done got mad at the aunt because the aunt asked about his divorce papers. And he said, man, I'm not putting up with this. So he had him a whole tantrum. He leaves. He done headed back to Houston. Felicia hadn't heard from him. So she done went to this restaurant, bar, lounge, whatever, with the cousin and her friends. When I tell you they was on Octave 50, now trust me, I know I'm loud, but I'm not loud in somebody's establishment. So they loud, and so they were like, what's going on with Rich? And so here's Felicia. I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him for a while. Like he left. He don't want to answer or show proof about the divorce. Felicia, why are you talking like that? Why are you talking like that? Because see, one of the sisters sent me a video of you when you were live on TikTok. You wasn't talking like that. Sisters, when I tell you she was not talking like that. See, that black scent done went away. She was talking like her name was Francis and not Felicia. You fake heifer. Cause see, I saw the sister sent me a DM and said, Sas, look at this. I said, I know you lying. Didn't sound nothing like what she sounds like on the show. Fake. So they were like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, girl? She was like, well, you know, I'm not gonna pull away, girl. I'm not gonna pull away the girl. Bye. Just so stupid. So the aunt is saying that she's gonna pull up the divorce papers because it's public record to see if he's divorced. But what she pulls up was a mugshot of Rich. She sends it to the cousin, and the cousin wasn't no better. The cousin said, look, girl, look, I know you lied. Hell no. Hell no. Let's go to the bathroom. What is this? What's up? What the F? Oh my God, the F? So here is the cousin and Felicia going to the bathroom. Now you already done embarrassed yourself in these people's establishment. I don't know why you just didn't sit there and still act the fool. If I was the owner or manager, I would have told y'all to get the F out and shut the F up. So here they are in the bathroom. Everybody squeezed up in the bathroom. I know it was hot up in there. Even the cameraman was like, my God. Oh, woman. So they up in the back. She was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Why is it so hard, Felicia, for you to believe that Rich had a mugshot? And who cares? Why would you care that he has a mugshot? Girl, you just got out of prison after doing 9 years. What's a mugshot? You got several. Let's not forget, she was still in communication with her ex-boyfriend, Mr. Unalive. And you worried about Rich's mugshot? Girl, go stop a toe. So they in the bathroom. She calls Rich and she was like, hi. He was like, what's up? And she says, is there something you need to tell me? Oh, hold on. And so she says, is there something you need to tell me? He was like, what's up? She said, what is this mug shot? Why you got a mug shot? And so he was like, yeah, I got a mug shot. She was like, what for? He was like, some bull crap. Come to find out, Rich done got arrested for weed. That's it. Weed? Child, girl, you dealing with people of love at the lockup. That's lightweight. We, honey, we've done seen records. Do y'all understand me? We've done seen records. Street pharmacists, robbery, burglaries, abduction, and you worried about a little gun? Blah. He said, man, he said, yeah, he said it was straight BS. And so she says, oh, so you couldn't tell me? You couldn't tell? I mean, her and her cousin acted a plumb fool. So then she was like, well, what do you think if I pop up in Houston? What you gonna do then? And she said, do you want me to come to Houston? I'm coming to Houston. And he said no and hung up. Let me tell you something. That was the smartest thing Rich has ever done since he been on this show. Rich said, take your feet to the street. Don't be coming to my house. You ain't coming to Houston. I don't want to see you. So then Felicia's dumbass come talking about, oh, I'm going to Houston. Oh, I'm going to Houston. Girl. Now, Sastas, let me get this straight. This whole season, she's been avoiding Rich like the plague. She didn't want to sleep with him. He up on the couch. They messed around. That's night one. Two, she didn't even want to go on a date with him. She had to get her cousin to go with her. Why? Because she's nervous around me. Right? She's staying at her aunt's house. She didn't even want to go to Houston to stay with Rich. She didn't want to be around him. But now all of a sudden, she want to go hop, skip, and jump into Houston. Felicia, shut up. Shut up. And I'm glad Rich said, nah, keep your tail there. Foolish, I tell you, just foolish. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Both of them can. Why? Is there some type of discord with that, ma'am? Kay? Is somebody saying that one is better than the other? Both of them foolish. Have y'all not been watching my recaps? Alicia, this whole season has been avoiding being alone with Rich. She didn't like him. She don't want to have nothing to do with him. And let's be clear, they're not even together. Because on that live that she had on TikTok, she confirmed it. Somebody asked in the comments, are you and Rich still together? And she said, no. Who called that? Who called that? She didn't want to be with that man. I told y'all he didn't have a dream. He had a nightmare. Miss Sanchez. Miss Sanchez. But she worried about a little bit of weed. Girl, and let's not forget, hey Kevin, let's not forget how she made money inside the prison. Getting them men, them lonely, sad, desperate men to send her money. Child, Felicia ain't shit, and neither is Rick. He should pull up her daddy's with daddy's shot. Jess says, I don't like that because Felicia is annoying. Rich is getting a pass. Sharp manipulation. What pass is he getting, Jess? What pass is Rich getting? Because he had a mugshot for weed? Nah. Mm-mm. That's light work. Light work. And why is she upset because he got a mugshot? Why should she even care? Why should she care that Rich got a mugshot? Now, the divorce, the whole marriage, absolutely she should be upset. Absolutely. Where's the divorce? Are you married? What happened? Your own friend didn't even know you was married. That's very weird. But to have a temper tantrum and be upset over a mugshot, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Mm-mm. No. Especially, it's especially when you have several. Your mama got one and your daddy, just like Kevin said. Probably your whole family. So we're not gonna act all like shocked that he got a mug shot. And for weed, now he may have several mug shots. But what they was talking about was for weed. When we were 13, okay? Child, it really isn't. No, the aunt ain't definitely wrong about that divorce. Absolutely. Ain't you the ones coming in? Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you. Megan, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? It looks like we're not going to see Mr. Unalive. So please do not bring back Dia or Rich. It's a wrap. It's a wrap with these two. Keep them off my screen. They done broken up. Moving on. Wasting our time. You know, this is my thing. If y'all gonna bring them into Love After Lockup, at least get them something to do. Child, weak sauce. Man, I sure do miss the days of Sarah. Sean, the original Trio of Fools #2. I mean, I miss those days. Deontay's Fools. I miss them. Mm, 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 mm. Honey, them locks. Ooh. The manager. Right. Let's move on. Now, y'all know. Y'all, it's over with them. Y'all, it's over. They are divorced. And hold on just a minute. Hold on. No, that ain't it. Hold on, y'all. You know, I would spend a lot of time on these two, but you know what? I'm not. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on them because, hold on. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Let me tell you why. Now, I thought, you know what? I'm going to break down the lies between both of them, okay? Especially Caleb. And then I thought, well, they're divorced. They already divorced. And this, Michael done moved on, okay? That's his new girlfriend, y'all. That's Michael's new girlfriend. That is Michael's new girlfriend. Hey, Trina girl. Now, y'all can just say what you will with it. So, when it comes to these two, this is the breakdown. While Michael was in prison, he was saving up money. He says that it was not the money that Kaylee was sending him. He did not tell Kaylee about the money because Kaylee was spending and she was terrible with money. So he had his mama put it in a separate account. I'm all for that. I said that. Kaylee has proven she cannot be trusted with money. Now, Kaylee has come out and she has shown several receipts about what she has paid, about the bank account, about um the DMV fines. And some of the stuff that she has shown, I was like, oh Lord. Now you paid for some, but not all. Yes, you did pay for stuff. Get that. But it does not negate, Kaylee, that you took out credit cards in your husband's name. You did that. You affected his credit score. You did that. You told him you would pay for the fines. You said that you lied about it because you didn't pay it. You said that you done sent this man $42,000 in 6 years. He said that's a damn lie. He said that's a lie. He said that's not true. So one word against the other. But what we do know, Kaylee, is that you did take out credit cards in his name and you shouldn't have did that. And then he can talk about he had a credit score of 450. Not the 450. Now I'm about to be real honest with y'all. Him being upset with Kaylee, I think part of it has to do with that money, but I think part of it don't. Now, y'all may say I'm being mean. So be it. We can agree to disagree. Michael didn't like Kaylee, y'all. I said it. 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 Michael, he didn't want to be with Kaylee. He wanted to be with Kaylee when he was in prison. When he got out of prison, a whole new world. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. He got his little boom boom off. He got his little nut off. And he said, see, you don't want to be you. He wanted to spend more time in the halfway house than with Kaylee. Why is that? Your wife. Why is that? Hmm? Michael, we know why. You didn't like her. We know why. You didn't like, I ain't gonna say it. We know why. You didn't want to be with Kaylee. Kaylee, new girlfriend. Kaylee, new girlfriend. Kaylee, new girlfriend. That's just me. That's just me. I could be wrong. It may have some of that money issue may have something to do with it, but Michael, please stop it. Stop. So here he is fussing with his mama. Mama still got the pigtail. And so Kaylee is getting ready. And here comes Kaylee's mom. Now see y'all, this is what I don't understand. The mama says, let me talk to you about what happened. Because y'all remember when Michael put Kaylee's mama. Hold on. Okay? When Michael put Kaylee's mama out, Kaylee's mama's still mad. And she says, I'm just telling you this is not right. It's not right what he did. He ain't it. He ain't the one. Now then, Kaylee, chest done got swelled up. Did y'all notice that? When did Kaylee start getting this whole attitude with her mama? Your mama done stole from you. Your mama done stole from others. Your mama done been to prison, and you did the exact same thing that your mama did. But now all of a sudden, you got full bass in your voice for your mama. Sastas, where was all this energy before? Huh? Remember when the mamas had their showdown? Remember that? What was Kaylee doing off to the side? Oh my God. Ah, I didn't expect that to happen. Ah, I mom love you. Where was this Kaylee? The one that was about it. You're a fraud. You are a fraud. I didn't buy that for a minute. You up there on my television with all that bass in your voice, talking about what your mama did to you, and you the reason why you the way you was because of your mama. Where was all this beforehand? God back. He put your mama out. And where was all this? Huh? Your brother had to step in. But now all of a sudden, you're all about, I'm the reason why I'm a thief. I'm the reason to why I'm a fraud. You're the reason why I'm a liar. You, mom. That may be true. That may be true. Okay, that may be true. Like mother, like daughter. But what I'm saying, Kaylee, is where was this before? Because, see, this ain't the same Kaylee we met. But then you got a little bass in your voice. Your mama should have had budded you. Because guess who else is saying I told you so? Don't get it effed up. Don't get it effed up one bit. I am not saying Kaylee's mama is any better. But Kaylee's mama is looking at her and said, I told you so. You and Michael ain't gonna work. And with whatever debt that you done put yourself in for him, I told you so. And let's not forget, Kaylee got 4 kids. Grown ass woman ain't taking responsibility. See, that's my problem. Blaming everybody else but you. You can blame your mama all you want. You were grown, doing what you did. It's another bird picking a man over her kids. How embarrassing, spending $42,000 on a man that don't even want you. That money could have went to your children. So her and her mama done got into it. She gets ready because her and Michael's supposed to have some type of dinner date. Michael is upset because she didn't pay for them raggedy fines, which he had to dip into his line money. He paid. Oh well. Again, why would you think she would? Oh, that's right, because she said so. So she's at the restaurant and she says, I'm going to give him 5 minutes. If he's not here, I'm going to leave. So he comes rolling in. And she was like, where have you been? Good that you showed up. And he was like, guess where I was? Guess where I was? And she was like, where? At your mama's house? I was like, ooh, that was a good one. And so he said, I was at the DMV. And she was like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah. He said, you know what? You lied to me. You did not pay on 'em. You lied. And so she was like, they wasn't mine. I didn't tell you to drive. I didn't tell you to go around driving illegally. And he said, you told me that you would pay for my fines. And she said, I did. She said, I told you that. And then she says, you know what? I admit it. I lied to him. And the only reason why I told him that I paid it is because he kept telling me about it. He kept asking me about it. This is a mother of four. Instead of her saying, hell no, I ain't paying nothing. I ain't paying on your fines. I ain't gonna buy you a new shirt. I'm not gonna buy you shoes. I'm not gonna buy. I got kids. You raggedy MF, get your own. You worry about the fines when you get out. That's what you should have said, Kaylee. Always try these bird brains. Always try to appease a man. Mind you, they appeasing these men who got a curfew. It'll be a cold day. Listen to me now. It'll be a cold day. You are trying to appease a man that got a curfew. Who got to be in bed by now? You got to poop in front of other grown men. Lost your mind. And so he was like, well, I just might as well tell you. And she said, well, did you pay him? And he was like, I sure did. And she said, oh, really? She said, so how did you pay it? And he says, well, I had some money stocked up. And she said, excuse me? And he says, I've been stocking up money. And she said, so while you was in prison, you had some money? And he said, I sure did. And she said, well, how much? And he said, well, had to pay the $6,000. I had half of that. So she said, $12,000? You had $12,000 and I'm out here sending you money. I don't went into debt. Where did you go? And he was like, yeah, sure enough. Sure did. I did. And then he was like, well, you out here buying two vehicles and a house. And she says, I went in debt for you. She says that she found her place that felons could stay in for you. And he said, sorry for your luck. Two fools. And then hold on. Michael said, how can we have a marriage without honesty? That's what Michael said. Haley said, how are we going to be in a marriage and keep secrets? Tweedle dee and Tweedledum. Honesty and secrets and truthfulness, that should not even be in y'all's vocabulary. Neither one of y'all have been honest with each other. You've been telling each other, keeping secrets, lying, using. But you're going to sit here and say, in order to have a marriage, you can't be keeping no secrets and you got to be honest with each other. Two idiots. Woo! This episode had me going, y'all. This episode. Honey, this episode pissed me off. I don't know. So then they're arguing back and forth about the lies. And so then here is Michael. Michael said, "You're just like your mama. You're just like your mama." And oh boy, why did he say that? Honey, that set Kaylee ablaze. Kaylee said, "Oh, you wanna talk about mothers?" Where's that from, y'all? Where is that from? You wanna talk about mothers? He knew that would piss her off, and it did. So she goes off and she threw the drink in his face. She gets up and she walks off. And she gets into the Jeep and she's like cussing and he's like cussing. And Michael, now Sastas, I know it was bleeped out. Did he call her a fat bee? Or am I making that up? I know he didn't call her a fat bee. He didn't call her a fat bee, right, y'all? What did he say? He didn't call her that. And no, he did not call her a fat bee. White chicks, yes, yes, yes. Hold my poodle. He didn't say that, did he, y'all? I don't think he did. He called her something. Okay, let me not say that then. Cause I was like, did he call her a fat bee? Oh, okay, Miss K. Miss K Lady. What Trina? Miss K Lady said that. He didn't say that. Miss K Lady said, Trina, I got this one this time. Trina, she's like, I mean, Miss Lady Chic. I'm sorry, Miss Lady Chic. Okay, I apologize. He didn't say. Okay, he didn't say that. Okay, I wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure. He said, "You effing B." Oh, you effing B? Is that what he said? He said, "You effing B." Well, that ain't much better. What did you What'd you say, Trey? What'd you say? What'd you say, T Pretty? T Pretty, don't come in. What'd you say? T Pretty said, "Fast, you just wanted to say." I promise, I did not want him to say that. I promise I did. Y'all got my stomach hurting. Lord, I'm over here in tears. Y'all don't be over here making me say something I did. Oh Lord, I done got tickled, Lord. Oh Lord, I did. Hey Monique, it was what you say. What you say, Monique? Y'all show Sass some grace. It was close. Y'all got me over. Y'all got me in tears. Y'all are a mess. I love y'all. Oh, oh, Kevin said, I thought he said it at first too. That Kevin said, let me go ahead and jump on this. Lord, I'm done. Oh, okay. Let me make it perfectly clear. Let me make it perfectly clear. He did not call her that. I apologize. He did not. I misconstrued. Okay? I do apologize. No, he did, but he did not. Okay? Don't y'all be in them comments talk about that no. He did not call her a fat bee because I was about to go in. Y'all know we do not do that fat shaming over here. Child. Oh, I done got tickled. Oh, what you Trina said I was instigating. Lord, that was funny. What you say? I didn't. Oh, child. But anyway, so Michael was like, I have to get back to the halfway house. Kaylee done burnt the road up. And so here's Michael. Okay. Michael gonna call his mommy, talking about, guess what happened? Kaylee done left me. She wants me to go back to jail. What am I supposed to do? A grown man. A grown man who calls his mommy, who's driving around with pigtails in the head, talking about what am I supposed to do? Call an Uber, you simpleton. Why are you calling your mother? Do you want to go back to jail? Then call an Uber. So then he calls Kaylee. Kaylee didn't answer. He calls again. Kaylee didn't answer. Calls again. Kaylee didn't answer. And Kaylee was like, Lord, I better answer because if I don't, he's going to keep calling. So she said, what? And he says, what the F? Do you want me to go back to jail? Come back and pick me up. Now, y'all, listen to me carefully. At that moment, I was very proud of Kaylee at that moment, not turning that Jeep around and going and pick him up. Figure it out. You're a grown man. You said I'm like my mama. I done threw something in your face, a liquid beverage, and you want me to come and pick you up and take you to the halfway house when I know deep down that you don't really care for me. Kaylee said, hell no, I ain't coming back. Find your way back, okay? Call your mama or call a Uber. You got $6,000, spend it. And at that moment, I went, what? Figure it out, Michael. You're a grown man. I mean, what am I supposed to do? How am I going to get to the halfway house? Oh, how unattractive was that? So Kaylee said, take your feet to the mother freaking street. And I guess Michael has to figure out on his own to get an Uber or however else to go back to the halfway house. Lord, I hope Kaylee don't turn around and pick. I'm speaking too soon. Y'all think Kaylee turned around? She better not turn that Jeep around. That was one of the smartest things you did was keep driving. Laquita. Miss Lady Sheep, no! Miss Lady Sheep, you think she turned around? Yeah. You think she turned around? I really just assumed his cars was all maxed out from her and he had no car to use Uber app, but I don't know. Call your mama. Monique. The mama dropped him off. Call her. Have your mama do the Uber. How about that? Let the mama do the Uber. She got control of that $6,000, don't she? A grown man needs to find a way. What'd you say, Miss Lady Seek? Mom sounded like she was laid up with her man. Honey, you know what? She probably was. She probably was. Can you imagine Miss Lady Chic if she was, and her man who just hired him is overhearing this conversation? Wait a minute, I just hired your grown son, and he's calling you to tell you that his wife done left him behind, and he needs to know how he gonna get back to the halfway house. How he gonna help me on my job? That boy slow. They were right. Key Lolo said it was foul of her to leave him. Honey, I have to respectfully disagree, Key Lolo. I was all for when she left his tail there. But now I'm thinking that she probably turned around. God, that would piss me off if she turned around. Kaylee, hey Trey Rick. Right, yeah. Let the mama send one. But you know what? Again, y'all, they are divorced. And Michael, he got him a new girlfriend. With that being said, Michael and Kaylee, thanks for y'all service. I would never see y'all again on my screen together. It's a wrap. Speaking of birds, speaking of birds, if you are a fan of Kirsten's, exit stage left. If you are a fan of Kirsten's, exit stage left because I'm about to go in on Kirsten. Now, before I go in on another bird, I'm going to ask y'all something. Did Kirsten just wanted Brady's kids and Corey, the baby mama, to come there just so she could have a babysitter so her and Brady can have some alone time and bang and have dinner? Please tell me that's not what I heard. Please tell me I'm wrong about that. Because I know she did not just she got upset because she didn't have no babysitter so she could bang him. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I was Mr. Scrooge. Tracy? What you say, Tracy? That's what I heard. I think you're right. I think you're right. Let's talk about it. So we have Kirsten and Brady. Now, Brady's two girls and Corey supposed to come down and visit them. But one of the girls got sick. And so Corey told him, listen, we can't come. The girl is sick. She got a knot on her lymph node. We're going to have to do an ultrasound. We're going to have to do a CAT scan. We got to make sure it's not cancerous. We just ain't going to make it. Now, Brady was upset by this because he was like, you know what? I'm disappointed because, of course, I wanted to see my daughter, sorry. But she's sick. Now, Kirsten, what you on? Kirsten had a full-blown meltdown. How dare they? How dare Corey let them know the day of that the daughter was sick when she had already knew prior? How dare the baby mama not tell me about the daughter being sick? Because you want to know why? Because I done spent all this money. Bitch, you couldn't afford it. Kirsten, you couldn't afford the trip. You needed a babysitter so you could get on your knees and enjoy time with Brady. I done spent all this money. I done spent this. I done got a room. I done did this. I done did that. Oh, well, didn't nobody tell you to book a trip that you couldn't afford? Why did you even need to go on a trip? Oh, but now you upset because Corey couldn't bring the girls and one of the girls are sick. You're not upset because one of the girls are sick. You're upset because you couldn't spend no alone time with long neck Brady, looking like somebody's ostrich. You sit there in the driver's side crying, snot flying, talking about overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Meanwhile, your two kids is in the back thinking to themselves, what's wrong with my mom? I'm overwhelmed. I'm upset. Why didn't Corey tell me? And so Brady said, listen, what do you want me to do? I'm upset. You won't even let me be upset. And they're my kids. And he was like, my daughter's sick. And she was like, I know. It's not the point that your daughter's sick. I hate that she's sick, but it's the money that I put into it. So they get back to the hotel. And she has a pouting section. She's over there pouting on the curb. Brady done went inside with the kids. And she goes inside, and here comes the woman that works there, the front desk girl, with some flowers. Y'all don't hear me. She has some flowers. And so Kirsten was like, oh my God, oh, thank you. Oh, the tears dried up. The tears dried up, y'all. No more tears. Okay. She says, oh, these are lovely. Thank you. She go up to the room. And she said, "Did you send these?" And so Brady was like, "Yes, I sent them. I took care of it a couple of days ago." With what? Because let me tell you, I bet you when Corey saw that on television, I bet you she said child support. You sending her flowers? Brady, did you send your daughters flowers? To see your daughter going through it. Did you send your daughters flowers, child support? Honey, I know Corey was mad as hell. She over here running all around, going to doctor's appointments, ultrasounds, and CAT scans, and whatever else you need, and you sending flowers. So here is Kirsten talking about, she hoped that this does not hurt her and Corey's relationship, their friendship. It will. It will. I know you want a co-parent. I know you want a co-parent, Kirsten, but this ain't how you doing. You expected Corey to babysit while you and Brady banged. Boom. So she wanted some alone time. So the kids need to take a nap. Now, y'all, I'm telling you, we dealing with the slow. So Kirsten said, listen, we're gonna have to do something. Okay. I need a little bit of love. So they leave the two kids in the bed in the hotel room by themselves. They go down to the vending machine where the ice machine is with cameras, and they banged, allegedly. They was having fun. See, this is why y'all can't be getting that ice out them ice machine. It's some nasty bastards like that be moving around. What you mean you buy the ice machine? Now see, Sasters, this is what I'm saying. Why did you even need to leave the room? You couldn't go into the bathroom? You couldn't go in the bathroom, shut the door, and have fun time? Why did you need to go by the ice machine? And if somebody says, well, they probably didn't want to wake up the kids, put a sock in your mouth. You down there spreading your DNA in that ice machine. Oh, the hell, nasty. Got the ice, got your DNA over there near the chips and the crackers and the soda pop. The next person went in there and got some ice, want to know why it's clumpy. Oh, nasty. Down there trying to get some ice. Down there at the ice machine. You could have went to the bathroom. Stupid. But they had to make it some drama. And then this is my thing. If you just wanted to do it a little quickie, why y'all removing clothing? Taking off shirts? Anybody could have walked by. Just stupid. Just stupid. What happened to the little bend and pump? The little bend and pump. So anyway, child, that is Kirsten and that was Brady. Baloney. Hey, nearly. Nothing happened. That part, Megan, I didn't even think about that. Why can't she just use the extra room? You already don't let the kids in there by themselves. Not only are you dumb, Kirsten, you're reckless. None of you. You ain't long neck. Brady's neck long as hell. Shut up, Trina. Not Long John Silver's. Hey, truth be told, I hope they did get kicked out. I hope they got banned. Okay, Miss Lady Chic. 3 minutes. That's all it takes. 3 minutes, literally. Last and most definitely least. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You know, I've said this. I've said this. I said Bonita and Goddess are two of the prettiest love after lockup participants we have ever had. Tell me I'm wrong. Bonita and Goddess. And here they are, just cutting up for Mumu. Mumu ain't ugly. He ain't nowhere near ugly. But he is so silly acting. Did you see Bonita's face card when she was standing in front of that mirror getting ready, honey? I almost jumped through that TV. I was like, Bonita, if you don't kick him in his forehead, how he got her? Beautiful. Just don't understand. I want y'all to help me understand. Mama done showed up with that shoebox to Bonita's house. Now, it's been 24 hours. He done lied. The minute he darkened that doorway, he lying. Lies, lies, lies. Done been to urgent care, done been to his mama's, done been down the street, done been to his cousin's. When we all know he just left Goddess. But he cannot go and call Bonita for 24 hours. Moo was at a strip club having big fun. And did y'all see he had that wad of money in his pocket? Bonita, why didn't you take that money? Did y'all, Sastas, did y'all think the same thing? Sir, you got 4 kids by 4 different women. Why are you walking around with money in your pocket? Was that not money? Huh? Why are you walking around with that, showing that off like that's a badge of honor or something? Bonita should have headbutted you. The minute she said, give me that money. Child support. Get that child support. You got 4 children by 4 different women. Why you at a strip club? Child support. Bonita should have drop kicked him. It wouldn't have took much. This is why I get so upset with Bonita and Goddess. Because this is why I'm saying this ain't real. Bonita don't even look like that type of woman to even go for that. I don't know her. Yes, I know. But Bonita don't even seem like she will even carry on with no foolishness like this. I would have snatched that money and say, get the entire F out. So Bonita said, where you been? He lying. Oh, she says, you're lying. I saw your story. You over here lying. Who braided your hair? Your hair's braided. You're out here having big fun. You're lying. I ain't seen you in 24 hours. And then this is what ticked me off more than anything. It's Bonita lowered herself. I said it and said, go in the bathroom and let me sniff your penis. I said, no, 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 ma'am. No, ma'am. See, we don't do that. Bonita, you don't do that. You don't do that. No, ma'am. Not when your face card don't decline. You don't do that. Because see, if I had to sniff my man's penis, he ain't my man. Period. Absolutely not. So Bonita is going off. She knows something ain't right. She know he lying. She feels like he's been with another woman. It's been 24 hours. He can't keep up with his lies. Bonita is screaming. She is screaming. She is yelling. She is upset. Mumu is just looking at her. Mumu is just steady lying. There is no way I'm gonna let a man who shops in the kids department get my blood pressure up. There would be no way that a man who wears gosh, gosh, get my blood pressure up. Oh, day in hell before I let a man whose shoes can fit in a cereal box get my blood pressure up. Moo moo. And Benita, that's what you should have said. Oh, 16-word bastard, you up in my house. You ain't spent no time with your children. Your children. And you've been lying to my face ever since you done come out, carrying around a shoebox like a hobo. You don't walk in my house with a pocket full of money. Absolutely not. Benita should have headbutted him. But she fussing, she upset, she's mad. And then there's Moo. No job. That's one too. No job. And where did that money come from, Sas? Where did that money come from? So Benita's upset, and then Benita brings up the ring. And she says the ring is fake. The ring is fake. I done pawned the ring. This is fake. And so he's like, what? And she was like, yeah, F you, F the ring, F you. And so he was like, F you, F you. I should have known something wasn't right because of how she looked when he brought up that ring up in the car. So here is Moo. Benita's the one I want to be with. Benita, I want to be with Benita. I want to be with Goddess. I'm trying to have a poly relationship. I'm trying to get my cake and eat it too. So Benita goes upstairs in the bathroom. They fussing, everything, everybody mad. And so here is Moo talking about he need Wi-Fi because he need to get a ride. See, that's another thing, Benita. Applebum. That's another thing, Benita. He got to get Wi-Fi to get a ride. The father of your child carrying around a shoebox. And so Benita's getting her face together. And Moo is up there talking about a ride and need Wi-Fi and all this bunch of crap. And then he lies. He lies. And so Benita said, what you say? What did you say? Like, say that again. And he was like, and she was like, and he was like, look, you accusing me. If I wanted to be with a bitch, I would have been with a bitch. If I wanted to be cheating, I would have been cheating. I would have did this. I would have did that. Deflecting. Yeah. Just tripping over his own lies. And Benita was like, boy, you lying. You're not telling me the truth. Something don't add up. And then Benita was like, well, if I find out, I'm going to find out. And then what, Benita? Because you going to find out that he's been lying. He's been seeing Goddess, even though you two don't know that. What? What are you gonna? Oh, okay. All right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm gonna stay reminding ya. Is that what you're gonna do? When you find out that Goddess and Moo been carrying on, that Moo be like, is that what you gonna do? But then y'all just gonna sit up there and kiss. And then you're gonna throw something in his face. Is that it? Even though we know that all three of y'all are still carrying on with each other. Okay. All that over Moo. And Moo's gonna get his way. He's gonna get his way because see, he got Bonita. He has a child with Bonita. And he may be right. Bonita ain't going nowhere. Because they share a child. And if the rumors are true, they're setting this up for life after lockup or that new Polly show. One or the other. I think life after lockup. They need to keep this carrying on. Moo Moo got his shoebox and he left and he's sitting on the stoop while Bonita's putting on her makeup. Let me see what y'all are saying. Boom. Trina, help me understand. Why not? Now the whole thing with I did the whole short and the thing with Moo Moo on live, and he done said that Goddess was pregnant. Now, the rumor is allegedly Goddess is not pregnant, that they did that as a publicity stunt. But even if that was the case, he still said on that video, I'm still messing with Bonita. Bonita ain't going nowhere. He said that. Bonita is on TikTok live throwing a fit, talking about how Moo Moo done stole some from her. She was going off. Either this is a setup for life after lockup or whatever. I have a feeling we will see them back. I just wish that Bonita and Goddess would leave that alone. Yes, T Pretty. Yeah, they're sleeping together. I mean, we all know that. What'd you say, atheist? She said he doesn't have to lie. Boom. Thank you for bringing that up. She sure did. She sure did. She said, Benita said that he does not have to lie if he was seeing somebody else. And Lulu knows that Benita's not going anywhere. Moo moo, his size 2 shoe. Hell yeah, it wasn't me. No, Catherine, it does not touch. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. No. I bet the money was fake and there's a gang of strippers looking for him. Good. I hope they get him and beat him up. Felonious. He does. He does. And there you are. Come on, train rat. Got no money, got no car, and got no woman. And there you are. Mm. Yes. Where did he get parole to, y'all? Was it at his mama's? It was at his mama's, wasn't it? She said balls are deflated. Is that what she said? She said his balls was deflated. That's hilarious. What song, Trina? What song? Oh, and let me say this. Let's have a real big laugh. How long y'all think it's going to be before he becomes a rapper? Y'all think he going to become a rapper? Y'all think he going to become love at the lockup next big thing? He going to be rapping? John, please. Yeah, something going on. I can smell your. Yeah, he was doing all that laughing. Oh my God, Benita, just moo moo. And let me just say this. I'm going to say this. If Moo was to look at Goddess and say, I want to be with Benita, I'm sorry, she's the mother of my child. I have a bigger connection with her. I want to be with Benita and not you. Fine. He made a choice, or vice versa. But just to carry on like that, just foolish. Just foolish. And then, Benita, you having a full blown meltdown. You're upset. You don't know nothing about Goddess. He been lying to you this whole time, and somehow y'all end up doing this. Why are y'all kissing? I'm not gonna kiss a woman that my man is allegedly seeing. I done asked him to sniff his wee. Why am I kissing you? Come on, Trina. 1 hour. And people was talking about, oh my God, I cried when I saw Moo Moo hug his children. I didn't. I didn't cry. I didn't. Because I knew that he only did that for show. Okay? Ain't seen the kids since. Honey, she was hot as fish grease, let me tell you. I like Bonita too. I like Bonita. I don't mind Goddess. I want better for these women. And then just the thought that this is first of all, I will say it, I will take this to my grave. I will stand on this hill. This is fake. Okay? Fake. And just the thought that Bonita is cutting up like she is and knowing that it's fake because it's fake. Maybe after that when she was done with. Trina says, I like Benita. She is the star this season. Well, Trina, I mean, I like her too, but this season, it's not that hard to be a star this season. Trina, it ain't that hard to be a star this season. Honey, slim pickings. That's why they're coming back with Life After Lockup. Oh, is that what nearly? Yeah, nearly. When I be putting the timer, that's when I just go on off. That's when I just go on off, child. Should they say that a Tubi movie? What about when Benita was going off and she had that pillow over her? she was, she had that pillow over her face. I was like, hit him with the pillow, Benita. Why are you trying to put yourself out? Put him out. Yes, when she punched that cake. And then, Trina, what about when she brought the cake to Moo Moo? Honey, that cake was all dinted up. And then Moo Moo, he laughed. Listen, he couldn't help but laugh. It's hilarious. He was like, is that my cake? What happened to it? She said, here's your effing cake. Honey, it was all dented up and chewed up, punched up. Oh, Bonita Applebum, child. That's it, y'all. We're gonna have to wait and see where this goes, child. But I will be keeping up with the social media. I got a feeling they coming back. I got that feeling. I may be wrong, honey. I said Julius was coming back, and honey, they ain't nowhere. But honey, Julius said y'all done laughed at me about my rap song. I ain't coming back. Ooh, child. Atheist said she cried for the little girls. I know, and they look. The little girls was happy to see their father. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them. They needed to see their dad. One thing about Moo Moo, he's done stayed out of jail. Mm-hmm. Everybody, we know that Cyrus is back in jail. He done stayed. Cyrus back in jail. Michael done stayed out of jail. Moo Moo done stayed out of jail. Now, mind y'all, this is like we are like a year behind. So they take this a year ago. So we're like a year to 6 months to 8 months behind. So anyway, let me make sure y'all it's 10 o'clock. I'm sorry, y'all got plans tonight. Let's see. I talked about Brady and Kirsten, Cyrus and Dia, Kaylee and Michael. Credit score 450. That took me out. Felicia and Rich, and Benita and Moo Moo. So Felicia and Rich, we ain't gonna see them no more after this season. Cyrus and Dia, we definitely ain't gonna see them no more. I bet you. Who else? We'll see Brady and Kirsten again. Um, Kaylee and Michael, it's a wrap. And we'll see Benita and Moo Moo. And I don't know what's going on with Charlie and that other woman, honey. We ain't seen them. Right. Where Charlie at? Trina, they keep showing him in the preview. They might as well keep him. They must have been so boring that either that or they're saving him for life after lockup. That may be it, Trina. They saving him for life after lockup. Hold on. Mary says Moo Moo doesn't want to be a rapper. He doing small Tubi movie cameo right now. Monique's ex Derek's wife, Angel Williams, produces her own film, and Damon has a cameo in her movie. What's it called, girl? Mary done come in here with some tea. Mary, what's it called, girl? Mary said Moo Moo in a Tubi movie, produced by Derek's woman. Now, this is what I want to know. Is he going to be part of the Magic Minute Entertainment or whatever it's called that Z and Troy doing? Let me tell y'all something. Moo Moo, Bonita, and Goddess, stay away from Magic Network. Stay away from them. They out here rounding people up. Now they done went down there to New Orleans filming or doing something. It was Z and Troy, Deontay, and guess who else is up in there? Shantae, I said. Now what Shantae got to talk about? Why she need to be on the reality show? And Deontay, did y'all notice something about Deontay? See, Deontay was going through that with the baby mama. See, the baby mama didn't want Deontay to see that child, and she done scurried herself down there to the good old South Carolina and done found her another man, the owner and operator of the strip club that she danced at. See, she done called Deontay all kinds of names. She talked about Deontay's mama and the living conditions. Deontay out here getting sick, having all kinds of seizures. And then when Deontay made it known that he was going to be on this reality show, Deontay popped up with that butt. Why is that, Deontay? Why is it now that you can see your kid? Huh? Why she let you see your kid now? Born at night, not last night. He's making an appearance. They think we fools out here. Just putting together just scraps of the Magic Night Network on Roku. That's it. Making Magic Network. Thank you, Trina. Making Magic. Did Mary ever come back and say what's the name of the movie? Exactly. What's it called, Mary? See, Mary done came in here and dropped some tea, and she done left. Now, have we ever saw Mary before? Mary Giles, 3814? Are you a Sas? What you doing dropping in here and just sprinkling some information? And then you gonna leave. Mary? How about talking about gonna be on some Tubi? It was probably Moo. Moo, are you married? Are you married? No, you ain't gotta go under nobody else's name. Come on and join the family, Moo. Tell us about your project. What is it? Mary's who? Mary said, go to Dirk's wife. Is that who it is? Mary, are you Derek's wife? Oh, right there's Mary. My bad, Mary. Mary said, Sass, I watch you every day. Ooh, she said, scroll up, I did. Oh, she gave the name. Oh, right here it is. Check out her page to see the trailer showing Damon in the bedroom. Now, Mary, what's Moo Moo doing in the bedroom, child? And he asked, what's the name of the page? Let me look real quick. What's the name of the page, Mary? What's the name of the page? It's called The Bold and Beautiful. I know you lied. I know you. I know you lied. It ain't. That's not what it's called. That's not what it's called, Trina. I mean, Janae. It's called Bold and Beautiful. It's called All for the Gamble. If you don't get the hell up away from me, if you don't get the entire hell away from
Family.
this,
Right, that they want what they want to do.
Here I am, all fucked up again. I think I'm like 3 months on my mortgage. Had to switch the kids from an elite dance. Well, the best there is. Sure. Gambling,
Gambling, gambling.
I have to take the song out, y'all. Don't want to get copywritten. All for the gamble. Now I ain't playing no more. Now this is what it says. All for the gamble will be on Tubi this summer. It may be on Tubi. This was April the 16th. Y'all, the only thing I'm gonna say is I don't knock nobody's hustle. I don't knock nobody's hustle. Congratulations to them. Okay? Congratulations. Are y'all gonna watch it? Y'all going over there to Tubi and watch Moo Moo up in this movie called All for the Gamble. Now, this movie is not gonna win no awards. Let me make that perfectly clear. This movie ain't gonna win no awards. Okay? It ain't gonna win no NAACP award. It ain't gonna win no BET award. It ain't gonna win no Oscar. It ain't gonna win no Emmy. It ain't even gonna win no Cracker Jack Box award. But he in a movie. Tubi. What's it called? All for the gamble. Did y'all see how low he looked in that car? They couldn't give him a booster seat. They couldn't give him a booster. Angel Williams, you couldn't give Moo a booster. You got Moo sitting in that car like this. Get low to the ground. day. He got him a little acting gig. Hey, Sheena. Well, honey, thank you, Mary, child. Mary done come up in here, and she done brought the tea. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. And thank you all. Y'all, it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that like. I appreciate y'all. I will be seeing y'all sometime next week, either in a video or on a short. Okay? But you will see me sometime next week. All right? I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the super chat. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Bye, y'all.